AI giant Palantir is the latest major company to set up shop in Florida.
Palantir announced the move on Tuesday in an X post, writing, quote, "We have moved our headquarters to Miami, Florida."
The software analytics firm Palantir was founded in Palo Alto, California in 2003, later moved to Denver, Colorado in 2020.
Now, Palantir became the latest big business to migrate to South Florida, which offers a friendlier tax environment compared to Silicon Valley.
Palantir CEO Alex Karp said in a letter in 2020, quote, "Our company was founded in Silicon Valley, but we seem to share fewer and fewer of the technology sector's values and commitments." Some technology executives, of course, moving out of California, fearing a potential 5% wealth tax on residents with a net worth of over $1 billion. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg reportedly bought a mansion in Florida, while Palantir co-founder Peter Thiel and Amazon founder Jeff Bezos have also made moves to Miami.
Palantir has faced criticism for its alleged involvement with government surveillance and other objectives that critics deem unethical. The Hill reported in January that Palantir secured more than $900 million in federal contracts in 2026, including a high-profile contract with Immigrations and Customs Enforcement.
Palantir's Alex Karp in December said at the New York Times DealBook Summit, quote, "Are we building a database that can be used for surveillance? No. Okay, but the more subtle version is, if you're legally surveilled, could you put it in our product? Yes. Are our enemies surveilling using data that goes into our product? 100%, and I completely support that."
You know, I saw this article on a couple, I think, like right-leaning outlets, like say New York Post or whatever, trying to conflate everything. So because there's this whole bashing of CEOs leaving California, Denver is just randomly catching a stray. So Palantir had moved out of California 20 years ago and went to a business-friendly place. And I'm saying that as a resident of Denver, Colorado. And now they're moving to South Florida amongst all the other tech companies that they said they don't want to be part of the culture of in California. So it's just a company move and confusing about why they're making these moves when Denver is just a fine place to do business. And perhaps Miami or South Florida is a great place to do business additionally or move your headquarters. But I think to just say that this has something to do with the fact that Denver is not a good place for business and conflate that with California being not a good place for business. There's no wealth tax being proposed in Colorado at all.
Fair enough. Not trying to smear Denver.
I know I'm like on a rampage about Denver, but I just like, how does this has nothing to do with why billionaires are moving. Say he's getting old and wants to just move to Florida. Like, why does this have to do with that same story?
I think it's interesting that Florida, though, is going to become the new Silicon Valley. That's where the tech people want to go, and it's because of the incentives. Friendly, regulatory, tax environment, a governor that respects markets and innovation and wants to be friendly to the tech sector. Florida's where it's at. It's great.
So what's going to happen with California? Now the movie industry is going away. You know, Netflix bought some space in New Mexico, I believe. You know, Tyler Perry taking over Atlanta. And now the Silicon Valley, California has to figure out what its new thing's going to be.
They brought this on themselves. The liberal governance, and in this case, it's not even the governor. California, Gavin Newsom, doesn't support.
Yeah, he's against this. So I don't.
Right, it's the public employees.
So, but also, I just think like we have to remember, California has tried to pass a similar law that was similar to this tax on billionaires, and it didn't go through just a couple of years ago. So they're going to try again. Right, they might try again, and it might not go through again. So why are people leaving California just because of the idea or the thought of trying?
It's going to be retroactive.
Yeah, but if one of these times is going to go through, and they're so fearful of that.
This one specifically is retroactive. So once it goes through, it will already be too late. So they have to go now.
Okay, and I think, like, you know, perhaps Miami is a good place to move, but I don't know that all of this has to do with everybody fleeing California. Like, I feel like they're just trying to find ways to throw California under the bus and just say that anything moving. There's a lot of people that still do really.
Climate. So it's the climate they're used to, but it's going to have the better.
There's a lot of people who just do business in California and don't want to leave California. I mean, to say that every single person's leaving, Google's still there, right? Yes. Netflix is still there.
I think it'll be. I think people should get on East Coast hours anyway, so the move to Miami makes a lot of sense. California's, you know, even knows what time it is there. It takes forever to fly there. I think Miami's a more convenient place.
I'm trying to envision you living in LA.
No,
that would be hilarious. I know.
I live in Miami, though. Love Miami. That does it for us today on Rising Live. Thanks so much for watching, and you can look out for more exclusive YouTube content coming your way later today. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to The Hill's YouTube channel so you never miss any content, and For those of you who like to listen while on the go, we're available anywhere you listen to podcasts. See you later.